In this video, we'll break down House Bill 24-1353 and its critical impact on every FFL licensee in Colorado. We'll cover key points using the bill's actual text, followed by plain language explanations. This information is vital for every FFL holder in our state. Let's dive in to ensure you're prepared for these upcoming changes. Beginning July 1st, 2025, every dealer must have a state permit in order to sell firearms in addition to their federal firearms license. Selling without the new state permit could result in a fine up to $250,000. The Department of Revenue will create the rules for how to apply for the state permit. This is the stage that we are currently at, with work groups commencing when the state sees fit. The initial permit fee is $400 for a 3-year period. After June 30th, 2026, the fee may increase yearly by up to $25 at a time. In order to get a state permit, you must have a valid FFL, no recent revocations or denials, and no firearms-related convictions within the last 3 years. The state will randomly inspect 10% of permit holders each year to check for compliance. As of my last count, there's right around 2,000 FFLs in Colorado, meaning 200 of you every year will be subject to their state-level inspection, in addition to federal inspections. The state can revoke permits for various violations. These include failing to report unlawful purchases, violating state or federal laws, and other discretionary offenses. Dealers and employees must complete state-mandated training within 30 days of getting a permit, and every year after. The bill includes provisions for secure storage, training requirements, reporting requirements, and more. This bill has passed and has been signed by the governor, and is now law in the state of Colorado. As we conclude our overview of House Bill 24-1353, it's important to understand this is just the beginning of a very complex process. The Colorado Administrative Procedures Act has delegated rulemaking authority to the Department of Revenue. In response, they've assembled a working group of FFL dealers and industry partners to assist in crafting these regulations. This rulemaking process is ongoing, and many specifics have yet to be defined or finalized. It's a fluid situation that demands our attention and involvement. This is why the Colorado Federal Firearms Licensee Association, or CFFLA, has formed in response to this working group and the state's actions. Our mission is clear: to represent and protect the interests of FFLs throughout Colorado. It is critical for every FFL in our state to become part of the CFFLA Trade Association. By uniting our voices and resources, we can work together with legal, financial, and legislative professionals to ensure that the forthcoming rules don't unduly burden our businesses or infringe on our Second Amendment rights. The CFFLA is already backed by numerous high-level professionals within our industry, FFL holders who have volunteered their time, expertise, and resources to help form this association. They are your peers, your colleagues, and fellow business owners who understand the intricacies of our trade and our industry. However, their efforts alone are not enough. Without the involvement of every FFL holder in Colorado, we cannot mount an effective resistance or response to the potentially onerous actions of an ill-informed legislature and regulatory agency. Your expertise, experience, and voice are crucial in this fight. We need you to become part of this organization. Your involvement could be the difference between regulations that cripple our industry and those that allow us to operate safely and profitably. Join us in shaping the future of firearms businesses in Colorado. The CFFLA is more than just an association. It's our united front in preserving our rights and our livelihoods.